We're back with another eastasiasoft showcase, this time featuring 18 exciting titles we've got planned for spring 2025 and beyond. Are you ready? Let's get started! Immerse yourself in the chilling tale of the Chen family village, where a mother searching for her missing daughter accidentally stumbles into a haunted place filled with mysterious cults. Get ready for Incantation, where you'll guide Jia Junli as she searches the village and pieces together fragile clues to her loved one's whereabouts, carefully hiding her movements as supernatural threats close in from all sides. Incantation is a first-person horror-themed adventure game adapted from the live-action film of the same name, with environments designed to authentically represent Taiwan's culture, landscapes, and superstitions. Perform rituals, solve puzzles, collect documents, and hunt for key items to access new areas of the village, all in hopes of finding your missing daughter and escaping alive. Incantation arrives on consoles in early 2026. Next, we've got an update on our upcoming release of Hakuoki SSL Sweet School Life for Nintendo Switch. Putting a modern spin on the Edo period romance of the main series, Hakuoki SSL Sweet School Life casts heroine Chizuru and the handsome warriors of the Shinsengumi as students and teachers living in modern Japan. As development continues, we're now proud to share the first English screenshots for the game, as well as the opening video to give players a glimpse of the all-new localization. Hakuoki SSL Sweet School Life is coming to Nintendo Switch on February 12th, just in time for Valentine's Day. Physical pre-orders are available through retail partner PlayAsia with only a few limited editions remaining. So, if you haven't secured your copy, now is the time to do it. While working at a TV station, Wei Ting joins a team investigating a long-abandoned resort where they encounter red-winged death's hand hawk moths and suffer a terrible accident. In The Tag-Along Obsession, you play as Wei Ting, the lone survivor of this catastrophe. Haunted by nightmares and seeking relief from spiritual practitioners, Wei Ting encounters a medium named Mrs. Chen who warns her that she's been possessed by a vengeful spirit and that her life could still be in danger. To lift the curse, she must now return to the resort and perform a ritual. But in order to do this, she'll face many challenges, uncover past tragedies, and resolve a series of intertwining mysteries to discover the truth behind her haunting. The Tag-Along Obsession is a first-person cinematic horror game based on urban legend. Players must guide Wei Ting as she solves puzzles, gathers clues, and stealthily evades the ghosts pursuing her, using valuable items along the way to aid in her survival. The Tag-Along Obsession launches for consoles in early 2026. The year is BE 2342. Mankind is branched into space, and two opposing factions have emerged. On one side, Selene controls the moon and what remains of Earth. On the other, Radon controls the space colony known as Cage. Led by Mother Rotogen, the Radon daughters have ordered the creation of a new kind of weapon, one said to hold the power to end Earth's reign and birth a new universe. Now, Cage is positioned above Earth and poised to launch their final attack. And it's up to you to stop them using the experimental gunship Halcyon. Birdcage is an arcade-style vertical-scrolling shoot-'em-up inspired by genre classics, blending gritty pixel art sprites with 2.5D backdrops and pumping retro soundtrack. Blast through 6 unique stages of bullet hell mayhem, facing off against enemy swarms using multiple shot types and rechargeable specials. Can you break free of your cage and redeem humanity? Birdcage blasts onto Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox consoles in early 2026. A playable demo will be featured at Tokyo Game Show. Now we have some important updates on the release of Reburn, the Bonfire of Taiwan. This visual novel adventure puts you in control of the dramatic narrative, allowing you to guide beloved characters to endings from the original Taiwanese soap opera or make choices that lead to unique game-exclusive outcomes. With each chapter, you can choose to play from multiple perspectives and navigate the city map. Confront boss characters through direct combat or a war of words. Use items like DNA test results and divorce agreements to state your case. Rely on other characters' unique support skills. Leverage property deeds and more as the conflict between rival families heats up. Reburn, the Bonfire of Taiwan is coming soon for Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, and PC platforms, and the game is now available for wishlisting on Steam. Next, we have an update on the release date for Super Mining Mechs. In this super-powered sequel to Mining Mechs, Earth has run out of natural resources and it's up to you to find alternatives. Travel to another planet and explore the underground in your mining mech. Complete missions to unlock new parts or sell your loot for cold hard cash. Super Mining Max is a side-scrolling action game with resource management and sim elements, all presented in fluidly animated pixel art style. As you tunnel through the earth and locate ores and other resources, you can send them back up to the surface to meet your mining objectives. Super Mining Max drills its way onto Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox platforms October 8th. As Earth's resistance forces struggle to defend against a deadly infection consuming both life forms and technology alike, it falls to an anti-hero, mercenary, and bounty hunter to pilot a mighty prototype starfighter in hopes of locating the virus's origin. Solner X Himlmer is a fast and furious shoot-'em-up presented in 2.5D side-scrolling style with a pumping soundtrack. The original was also eastasiasoft's debut game in 2007. This definitive version includes all prior updates, including rebalanced difficulty, making it an ideal way to play for newcomers and veteran players alike. Solner X Himlmer launches digitally for Nintendo Switch on October 3rd and will be included in the physical Solner X collection for Nintendo Switch, shipping in early 2026. Pre-orders are now available from online retail partner PlayAsia. Now we've got an important update on the release of Montezuma's Revenge, the 40th Anniversary Edition for consoles. Remade from the ground up with vibrant 3D visuals, Montezuma's Revenge, the 40th Anniversary Edition, breathes new life into a timeless classic from 1983. Run, jump, and climb your way through tricky chambers to collect valuable artifacts, avoid perilous traps and fiendish enemies. Find keys to progress and survive a final showdown to escape with your riches and your life. Montezuma's Revenge, the 40th Anniversary Edition, journeys onto Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox platforms in fall 2025. Physical pre-orders for Nintendo Switch are now open with online retail partner PlayAsia. Following a strong showing at our Tokyo Game Show booth last year, Shieldmade MX is finally preparing for launch on consoles. Shieldmade MX is a fresh and frenetic side-scrolling 2D shoot-'em-up in which you select one of 3 ferocious fighter spacecraft to wreak havoc on the invasion fleet that threatens your planet. Embark on multiple attack runs and strike fear into the hearts of your enemy. Shieldmade MX soars onto Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox platforms in late 2025. Physical pre-orders for Nintendo Switch are available from online retail partner PlayAsia. Get ready to return to the score-chasing nostalgia of classic arcade games. Pixel art platformer Halloween 1985 transports you back to the essence of mid-'80s platform games, where the action is fast, reflexes are key, and the adventures are unforgettable. On Halloween night in 1985, the Halloween monsters decide to steal all the pumpkins from the shop of Pumpkin, our protagonist. Take control of Pumpkin and help him get all his pumpkins back as you traverse 5 dreamlike, original, and hilarious scenarios. Challenge Dracula, the Mummy, the Werewolf, the Witch, the Evil Clown, and more. Clear objectives as you master every level across 3 unique game modes, all set to a retro chiptune soundtrack. Halloween 1985 arrives on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox platforms October 29th. Take the role of a young graduate student in AI studies in Baradroid. Evan lives with 3 robots as a means of studying their behavior and teaching them to interact more naturally with humans. Evan hopes to develop a new generation of androids based on his research, one that can advance society and help overcome human limitations. But over time, one question grows in his mind. Is it possible to teach a machine the meaning of human love? Baradroid is a visual novel and dating sim set in a futuristic and idealized world. Make key choices for Evan that guide the narrative, and perhaps some romance as well. For science, of course. Baradroid is coming soon for consoles. Join Bingo the dog, Scott the cat, Fidget the duck, Papo the frog, and Tucker the raccoon in a perilous multi-dimensional adventure. Dimensional Animals is a side-scrolling precision platformer about cute animal friends with crazy abilities. Swap between protagonists on the fly as you master each animal's unique abilities to overcome obstacles and explore an interconnected map in retro pixel art style. Run, jump, interact with the environment, use portals to discover new areas and uncover more skills. Find up to 50 hidden diamonds and 25 health orbs as you search every nook and cranny across beaches, over mountains, and through waterworks, all set to a dynamic soundtrack that changes according to your situation. Dimensional Animals is coming soon for Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox platforms. You've suddenly been transported to a mysterious dimension where characters from a multitude of visual novels have gathered for a single grand adventure. Doll Defenders is an action tower defense game set in the male doll multiverse, where you're tasked with protecting a sacred statue from invading monsters, all while meeting heroes and unlocking special scenes and animations on your way to the final showdown. Enjoy retro top-down adventure and colorful pixel art as you meet handsome heroes and battle for their affection. Doll Defenders is coming soon for consoles. Awaken your inner engineer once again with the brain-teasing circuitry of Electronics Puzzle Lab 2. In this fun and educational 3D puzzle game, your task is to inspect circuit boards and make adjustments to power LED lights. Take a seat at your workbench, cut wires, flip switches, and more as you trace the path of the current. Start with basic puzzles and progress to advanced challenges that will test your limits in logic and electronic knowledge. Don't worry too much, though. Concepts are simplified enough that even those without electronics knowledge can solve the challenges as components are gradually introduced. Replay completed stages anytime and try new ones as many times as it takes. Electronics Puzzle Lab 2 launches for Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox platforms September 24th. Take the role of an unhinged lady chemist in raucous side-scrolling platformer Love Chemistry, Cybella's Formula. Shoot syringes of your special mind control formula at weird enemies, from robots and carnivorous plants to roving bookworms. And make your way through tricky corridors in old-school pixel art style. Avoid thorny spike traps, climb ladders to reach higher platforms, dodge projectiles, and manipulate foes into falling for your flirty charms. Find and collect health items to keep this wild adventure on track as you battle through laboratories, cityscapes, and more, zipping between stages on your high-tech hover bike. Love Chemistry, Cybella's Formula is coming soon for consoles. One night, Isaac, the only person remaining on his planet, is startled by the arrival of a girl with mysterious powers. Together, they encounter a vigilante known as the Scarecrow and embark on a journey that pits them against the galactic black market. Magnetic Bonds is a fusion of visual novel and turn-based RPG elements inspired by shonen manga, where players explore a vast galaxy, befriending characters along the way. Magnetic Bonds features an active turn-based battle system for intense enemy encounters. When players aren't tackling the main storyline, they'll find themselves in hub areas, interacting with party members through mini-games, such as cooking or tea time, raising friendship levels and strengthening them for future battles. Magnetic Bonds is coming soon for Steam and consoles. As Elias returns to the coastal town that once sheltered him, he's pulled into a slow winter of connection, memory, and quiet decisions. Take the role of this young man and guide the choices he makes, surrounded by the warmth of townspeople young and old, often holding conversations in a bookstore over shared coffee. Winterlight, Where Silence Says It All, is a contemplative visual novel adventure about coming home, facing grief, and learning to accept the ordinary over means of personal escape. Enjoy an adventure spanning 32,000 words in a branching narrative with meaningful choices. One filled with emotional maturity and beautiful illustrations. Winterlight, Where Silence Says It All, will be coming soon to Steam and consoles. Every year, spirits take to the streets to party at the night parade of the 100 yokai. But this year, they didn't invite the Oni twins because they always get too rowdy. So, of course, they're going to ruin the party. Take the role of the Oni twins and friends as they exact their revenge in side-scrolling bullet hell style. Twilight Parade Moonlit Mononoke is a shoot-'em-up inspired by genre classics and presented in fluidly animated pixel art. Fly, shoot, and dodge as one of 4 playable characters, each with unique strengths, weaknesses, and a different type of assistant. Strategically face off against incoming enemy swarms and screen-filling bosses as you blast through 5 levels, traversing traditional and modern Japanese settings. Twilight Parade Moonlit Mononoke will blast onto Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox platforms in fall 2025. And that does it for this East Asia Soft Showcase. Quite a lineup, don't you think? Here's a quick recap of all the games we've got coming soon. As always, thank you for watching, and we hope to see you playing all of these exciting new indies as they fill the months ahead.